I'm
Oh,
ready.
you have? Okay.
I'm ready to party. Let's party, girls.
Well, good morning. Welcome to another Saturday morning beauty session. And today I am actually going to be training on a fun and kind of dramatic eye look that I really like. And so since I have to be stepping off here to decorate and cut up vegetables and get things ready, get balloons blown up for my daughter's party, I went ahead and made the video on YouTube, and we're going to show that right now. So are we ready to go with that? I'll go ahead and share the screen. And there I am with half of a face on. But we'll get started. Can y'all see it?
Yep, can see it fun.
Friends, guess what? It's like 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm making this video. But at the time of our Saturday morning beauty session, I'm going to be decorating for my daughter's high school graduation party. So I thought I'd go ahead and make this video tonight before I take all of my makeup off and go to bed. And that way I can be with you on Saturday, even if I'm not totally with you doing my makeup. So people laugh and they say, you know, oh, eye makeup is not that big of a deal. Really? Look at, can you not tell the difference? This would be one reason that you know would put your hair on hot rollers and cover up this eye, because there is no makeup on this eye. So I'm going to try to do this very quickly and show you just a fun and dramatic way that I like to do my eye makeup. And so I have prepped my eye a little bit. I took off the eye makeup. I was mashed when I went to Jay's graduation tonight. But I took it off, and then I just put a little bit of foundation over my lid. I like to use this foundation brush. It's very compact, the bristles, and I like to dab a little on the back of my hand. Let's see, this is backwards for me to show you guys. And then, I mean, your eyelid is part of your face, and foundation is for your face. So I like to cover it, my lid, on the top and below with foundation. So with that said, I'm ready to get going. And let's see, where's my colors? Here we go. I'm going to start off with a color called Biscotti. Let's see, Biscotti is right here. It's a great light matte eyeshadow. It's a great base color. And I'm going to use my, let's see, cream. I'm going to use my cream color brush because it's kind of flat and kind of comes to a point, and it's real easy to get into that little tear duct area. That's what I'm going to do, and hopefully you guys can see it okay. I'm going to start here at the inner part of my eye, right here with the tear duct. I'm using Biscotti, and I'm taking it all the way up to my brow, or what is supposed to be a brow. I don't have much brow over here. Teresa taught a great class on taking your brows from shaggy to braggy, and was talking about a great product called Lash and Brow Building Serum, and I'm going to open one of those tonight and start using it for the next month or so, because I've got to get these brows growing again. I used to have great brows. Now they're just light and thin and old lady looking, you know, so I'm going to use that product, but I digress. Next product I'm going to use is, let's see, my all over eyeshadow brush, and it is right here. It's nice and flat and fluffy, and I'm going to use a color called Sandcastle. And Sandcastle is actually the color of sand, and I put that actually on my brow bone. Okay, so I have Biscotti all over my lid and under my, whatever you want to call, brow. And this is going to go on the actual brow bone, kind of back and forth. I really love this. Nice and soft. Then I'm going to take my crease brush, which, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of angled, so it's really easy to get into the crease. And I'm going to use a color called Dusty Rose. And I'm going to put that right in the crease. What I'm going to do is in a building color. And I'm using this Dusty Rose, which I absolutely love, going into the crease. I mean, you can't get too heavy with these colors. I mean, really, Biscotti, Sandcastle, Dusty Rose, it's not like you're gonna look super dramatic just with those and bring them down to the brow. So don't worry, if you get a little heavy, you can take that all over brush and blend it out. All right, now I'm going to use an accent color, and I like espresso. So I'm going to take my crease brush again because it's got that angle on it, and I'm going to dip it into the espresso. And I'm going to go from the outside into my lash line in a wedge, or if you want to call it a pizza slice kind of shape. Make sense? Right out here. Okay, I'm doing this backwards. I need to look in my mirror and not do the computer screen. There we go. From here on in. You know what you're saying? Boy, you're taking that out kind of far. Don't worry about that, because we can always take our concealer, our under eye corrector. If I've got time this morning at 1 a.m., I'll show you how to do that and kind of clean all that up. So you don't have to worry if you get way out here. All right, now I'm going to take that, I'm going to actually bring it kind of back onto that brow bone a little bit, kind of in the crease in the brow bone, kind of blend it in where that Dusty Rose is. You know what this color combo reminds me of? It reminds me of Neapolitan ice cream, because you've got the vanilla and the strawberry and the chocolate. One of my favorites. Okay, clearly I need a midnight snack. Thinking about food. And then another thing I like to do is take my, do I have it over here? It's my finishing spray. Okay, here it is. And I'm going to spritz this onto my cream color brush. And I'm going to dip it into rose gold. I love rose gold because it reminds me of an old show called Dallas. Anybody remember that? Remember there was, maybe it was Knots Landing. Yeah, it was Knots Landing. There was an actress named Donna Mills, and her way of using her eyeshadow back in the 80s was to have all this wonderful color in the creases, and then she put this light color on the lid. She kind of started all that so that your lid looked really full and rounded. And I just always liked that look. This takes me back to my 80s roots, whatever. Okay. And if you want to add a little bit more of the Dusty Rose, you can. You know, just build your color, build your drama. Well, this is pretty dramatic over here. Okay? It's all blended, all looking good. At least it is in my monitor. And now I'm going to work on my lashes a little bit. I'm going to make sure that you're curling your lashes. 3 rules to eyelashes. It's curl, curl, curl. And we have a great eyelash curler. Makeup artists tell us that all the time. My lashes are really thin and tight, and more so as I age. But this eyelash curler is curved instead of flat. If you've ever used a flat one, it just works on the middle lashes, and then you're trying to adjust and get all these side lashes, and you end up pinching and hurting your lid. Okay. Also has this great little, I don't know, this little thing. It's not a sponge, but that little thing in the middle will come out. You can replace it. I think it comes with 2 of them. It's nice and soft. You always want to curl your lashes and get them to stick up a little bit. Then I like to use deep brown. Teresa taught me this trick. Whether it's deep brown or steely or black, you want to use your eyeliner to fill in between the little hairs of your lashes to give the illusion that they're thicker and fuller than they really are. Let me show you here. Hopefully you can see this all right. I'm going to turn this to the magnified side. Sorry. I'm going right in my lashes, between the lashes, so that I'm not just seeing skin between there. I'm not going on the waterline, which is the wet tissue, you know, way under here. This is just between all my lashes. You don't have to be perfect. Okay? Then you can take your smudger brush, which is my favorite, and you can just smudge in there. Okay? So that if you wanted to, if you were just going one day without a lot of makeup, you just wanted to do that liner in here and a couple coats of mascara, you'd be good. And it would look like you had a little more lash than you really do. You see that? So now I'm going to go ahead and line along the top of them. Little short strokes. I've never had a real steady hand when it comes to all this, but you don't have to either. Just a good magnifying mirror and a great pencil like Mary Kay. Okay, see what that's doing? And then I'm actually going to bring it up a little bit. I'm going to bring my color in the outer corner because I want it to sort of match what's going on over here for a little bit of drama. I'm going to take my smudger brush and soften it a little. See what I'm doing? So that pizza slice that I made, I'm just kind of accentuating that a little bit, giving it a little bit of lift. I think as we age, we need to have a little upturn of our shadow on our liner. Even if you don't go full out, you know, all out cat eye like I'm doing here, just a little bit of lift versus down. Up as young, down as old. So that's what I'm doing. Now, I'm going to do something similar on the bottom. I do not line inside the wet tissue like a lot of people do. That, to me, I think makes your eye look a little smaller. And I want to look big. I'm going to smudge that. Okay, so far so good. And then I'm going to go ahead and add extra drama with my liquid waterproof eyeliner pen. This is like a felt tip pen, greatest invention ever for women. Now, let's see if I can do this. You guys need to try doing this in your computer screen. Now, I'm not going to pull my eye, but I'm just going to give it a little bit of a lift so I can see what's going on here. And I'm going to start down here. And again, just little short strokes. You can even make little dots if you want to and connect them. Here I go. Okay. See that? And then I talked about kicking it up a little bit. I got a cat eye going on one side. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to follow the line of my bottom lash. Okay? My bottom lash would be zipping up here. So that's where I'm going to bring my little uptick. A little kick up, pick up. Okay? How's that look? And bring a little bit of it down underneath. And I'm going to smudge it. And you can smudge liquid liner. Little brush is so awesome. Gosh, I love it. Okay? Now, if you want, you can actually take the angle brush end of your spoolie. This is your eyebrow brush, and on the other end is an angle brush. And you can take a little bit of, let's say, onyx eyeliner on the end of that. And when you put a powder over the top of that liquid, it sets it and makes it last even longer. Ta-da! Looking like a cat? Looking like twins? A little dramatic for Walmart, but hey, maybe not. All right. Now I need to finish up with some mascara. But what I always use is Lash Primer. Lash Primer is a great product to, it looks like there's nothing on the brush, but it is. It's clear, and I like to get right in there. Right in there and give my lashes a little bit of a boost, because you saw how thin they are, thin and light. Okay, and then a little bit on the bottom. Let that dry a little bit. And then I'm going to go over it with my mascara. This is my new latest favorite. I've always loved Ultimate Mascara, but I'm really liking it in black brown. There's something about doing the black brown, just like the deep brown eyeliner, it just makes them look thicker, thick and long. And if you work it right in there and then kind of go side to side like that, you don't have to make them all like that. Then you're going to coat your lashes from both sides. All right? You put a little bit on the bottom. Of course, you got to open your mouth to do it. Probably going to give it a second coat, because I always do this ones it up, just better, right? And then I might even, if I'm feeling really sassy, go over it with the new Panorama. Panorama Drama. This has such a great brush to the little bristles get down inside close to the corners. All right. Good. Okay, very good. Now, one last little tip. I'm not going to do much with my brows because Teresa taught us the brows and I'm running low on time and I want to turn the program over to her. But we do have wonderful eyebrow precision liners. And so you want to do, I'm going to give your brows a little kick. I need them to match up, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to show you a little trick with your concealer and your under eye corrector and how you're going to clean up any mess while you're also concealing dark circles. Okay, I've put both of them on my hand, the under eye and the concealer, and then I'm going to take that cream concealer brush and I'm going to mix them up, mix the two together. One is kind of yellowy or peachy rather, which is the under eye corrector. I'm gonna leave it. No, I'm not gonna leave it like that. Would be great for this would be like your blending sponge, which I left mine in the bathroom. But you could also use your foundation brush, and you're just gonna sweep it up and clean up anything that got a little wild. Got any little wingy dingies out to the side that are beyond where you wanted to go. Okay, and kind of cool, you can even set that with a little bit of translucent powder and touch up your brows. And done. Oh, here's my brow pencil. Let me do that really fast. This is not going to be as good as Teresa's brows were last week. But you can do this, you can use your tinted brow pen, your tinted brow volumizing brow tint. That's what it is. Just make sure you got a little brow, because your brows do for your eyes what your hair does to your face. It frames them. And I need to work on those a little bit before I, well, go to bed, I guess. Then you fluff up your hair and you're ready to go, and the waterproof liner is going to keep those pomp and circumstance tears when your daughter's coming down the graduation processional, going to keep your liner intact. So thanks for watching, you guys. Sorry if I went a little bit over. Teresa, take it away with the peek into pink. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Well, there you have it.
That was good, Susan. I loved
Hey,
it. Oh my gosh, I loved it. That was fabulous. I loved
thank
it. I learned a
you.
lot. That was wonderful.
I looked great to go to bed, and I was telling Denise I fell asleep.
Thank you for joining us.
Whoops. Wait, it's still going. Hold on, exit full view.
So for those of you
Oh gosh, guys, now how do I get over to Zoom? How do I get to it?
Let
me stop. Okay, did that work?
Yeah. it
Okay,
worked.
I'm back. That's an old meeting start. I was telling Denise I was so tired, and Jade came home at like 2 to talk to me, and I fell asleep with all my makeup on. So I lied. I said I was going to take my. This is what it looks like after you've slept for just a few hours. Pretty good product, right? So anyway,
Great product. That was
thanks
a great
for humoring
tutorial.
me.
Thank you, Susan.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick peek into pink, and I'm just going to give my very, very brief I story. Actually, I like calling it my why story. You know, why did I start Mary Kay 31 years ago? March 1989. Oh my word. But at that point in my life, I was working a full-time, a long-time job at a big manufacturing firm in Louisville, Kentucky. I was the director of purchasing. So I put in long hours. I was hitting the highway early every morning, coming home late every evening, and with a lot of negativity and in a big corporation, which can sometimes be the case. I'd been there for about 14 or 15 years, and I was coming home to a 2-year-old and an 8-year-old and a 14-year-old and a husband. And I knew in my heart something needed to change. I wasn't happy in my job. I was stressed, and like you said, I was around a bunch of negative people, and you start to become like the people you're around. And I wanted to do something else, but direct sales was the last thing on my mind. And but I needed something with some flexibility and some income. So, and I made a great income. And for a long time, I had loved my job until it became so negative. So, very long story short, somebody mentioned Mary Kay, and I kind of laughed and said, "No way, I'm not even interested. That is not something I would do. I don't want to sell anything." And she actually had her director send me a packet, which I looked over, and it kind of intrigued me, but I didn't do anything about it. The woman never followed up with me. So a year later, I'm still unhappy, and I'm still looking for something. And Mary Kay crossed my path again by the means of a coworker handing me a video that somebody else had given her. And I took it home. I watched it. I was impressed with it. And I thought, you know, I might as well listen. The lady called me. She followed up. She came over on a Saturday morning. She explained Mary Kay's marketing plan to me. And I thought, you know, I have nothing to lose by giving this a try. This might be what I'm looking for. I have no idea, but I like makeup. I like getting products at a discount. And so I signed my agreement, and thus began my Mary Kay adventure. And I have to say that as soon as I got my starter kit, now I wasn't a product user, which is kind of unusual. Usually people fall in love with the products, and then they fall in love with the company, and then they decide that this is something they want to do. But I knew it was a good company that had been around since 1963. And but as soon as I gave myself my first makeover, got my kit, which does not at all resemble the kit that you get today. It kind of looked like a chemistry kit, but it was pink. And but I fell in love. I fell in love with the products. I fell in love with the company. I fell in love with Mary Kay Ash and what she stood for and the foundations. And I fell in love with the women that I was surrounded with. I just loved their passion, their purpose. I learned very quickly that this is not about selling lipstick. It's about making a difference in women's lives. And so Diane, did you need to say something? I thought you were raising your hand. Okay. Anyway, so I continued to work my full-time job, 3 kids at home for 2.5 years as I built my Mary Kay business. But I did go to seminar and went to career conference right after I started. Then, and 3 months later in July, I went to a seminar in Dallas, and it was life-changing. I saw women up there that had from all walks of life, for all ages, all sizes, who had fallen in love with this career as I had, and with the women and the people and the products, and were doing great things. And I knew then that I wanted to not only do this full time, but I wanted to go into management. So 2.5 years later, I quit my full-time job. I had a pretty solid customer base. I was building my business one or two or three faces at a time and sharing the business opportunity. And I quit my job and became a sales director 4 months after that. And, the rest is really history. I have earned diamond rings and fabulous trips and a multitude of cars. I think I'm on my 14th free Mary Kay car. I get a brand new car every other year. I've driven 6 pink Cadillacs, and every single day I'm thankful that I said yes to this opportunity, that I was willing to just give it a try, because it has changed my life. It's changed my family. And I'm so grateful to Mary Kay for starting this company 63 years ago. And if you're not a consultant, or even if you are a consultant, if you haven't read Mary Kay's autobiography, make sure to hit your consultant up and ask her for a copy of it. And consultants, make sure that that's a priority, that every night before you go to bed, you read a chapter or two. And learn more about the woman who started this amazing company. I'm just going to kind of close out very quickly. We've got a couple minutes left. I just want to peek into pink. And I'm going to tell you, first of all, we're going to take the word pink, P-I-N-K, and I'm going to tell you what P stands for: people and products, prizes, and perks. I tell you what, first of all, the people I've already said. This is a sisterhood. And we're here to lift each other. We don't compete with one another. We encourage each other. We support. It's the people, the women in Mary Kay, and the customers that you gain by being a consultant. It's the best part of it. The people really are the reason that I love what I do, because I love the people. I wouldn't know most of the people in my life if it weren't for Mary Kay. And I'm still looking forward to meeting many, many more people and making lots more friends. So my circle of influence is huge because of this incredible business. So the people, the products, oh my gosh, you guys, they are second to none. Thank you, Mary Kay, for giving us a product line that is, strongly tested, and we just know that we can trust when Mary Kay releases a product, that we can trust that it's going to do what we say it's going to do. Over 300 products. And I am still as excited today as I was 31 years ago when I get a new product in the mail or limited edition. I can't wait to open my Director Buzz Kit and play with the new stuff. It's so much fun. What a fun business that I'm a part of. The prizes and perks, I mentioned just a few of them, but we get monthly prizes, quarterly prizes. Mary Kay's so good at dangling something out there and letting us work for that, because many times women won't work for money. That just becomes a side gift, that you do something that you love so much that you would do it for nothing, and somebody will pay you a great deal. So the money is extremely important, because it is definitely what I do for a living. But I love the prizes. I love the jewelry. I love the bracelets. And I met with a new consultant the other day. She's like, "Where'd you get that bag? It says Mary Kay. Where'd you get that bracelet? It has Mary Kay on it. Where'd you get that keychain with Mary Kay?" And I'm like, I won them. And it's so much fun. So people, products, prizes, and perks. And you need to get more information. If you're watching this as a guest, make sure, because I'm kind of going through this fast, but you need to get more information from either your consultant or your consultant's director. Make sure that you get all the information. The I stands for income potential. You can earn 50% commission on everything you sell, plus bonuses. And when you recommend others to start a Mary Kay business, you get additional commissions and bonuses just for doing that, for sharing the business opportunity. Of course, cars. I don't know if you know, I think there's like 8 or 9 Mary Kay vehicles available now. That is so awesome. And if you don't want a free car, then you can take the cash. And it's such an amazing perk to be doing something that you love and get additional rewards for that. So I love the free cars. I love getting a brand new car. I would never buy a brand new car. I would always have to buy a used car. And now I get to use it for 2 years and drive a fresh smelling one off the lot. Monthly and quarterly prizes, I mentioned that. And the N stands for you have nothing to lose. My gosh, Mary Kay actually has a 90% bailout plan. If you get in Mary Kay and let's say you purchase some product and you know you're enjoying it, you're having fun, you're enjoying getting your products at a discount, but at the end of a year or close to a year, like, you know, this just isn't working for me, or for whatever reason, Mary Kay will actually buy back every product that you have on your shelf that's within a year at 90% of them. So you can't lose anything. You can't lose money. And so that is huge. You have a 100% customer service satisfaction guarantee. I love telling my clients, don't throw something in a drawer that's from Mary Kay and me that you're not using. If you're not using it, you need to give it back and I'll exchange it or give your money back. And the company stands behind us 100% for those things. So that is awesome. And you guys, it's a $225 minimum wholesale order within, you know, you could just do that one time in 11 months and maintain your consultantship, but good grief, I can do that for my personal use products once a month without a problem. So if you're using Mary Kay head to toe, body care, skin care, fragrance, cosmetics, color, oh my gosh, it's easy to maintain that. And again, get that all additional information from your consultant. And the K stands for the kit. It's $100 plus tax and shipping. And I am going to share my screen for 1 second, and I'm going to show here we go. Maybe. Come on. I'm going to show. Okay, so right now, normally the starter kit, we have a $100 starter kit, and you can see it at the bottom of the screen. I'm kind of pointing it. That's just all the goodies. I mean, over $446 worth of full-size retail products, marketing tools, samplers, online education, and step-by-step education. It's a magical kit that you get in the mail. But right now we also have a special, it's an e-start for $30, and that's going to go through September the 30th. And for $30, you do get the opportunity to start your business, and $30 value and a ProPay account, which allows you to accept credit cards, and that's a $39.95 value. So for $30, you can start your Mary Kay business, get your consultant number, have a website, be able to take credit cards, and actually start your online business if that's what you're looking to do. Or you can just go full boat for $130 and take the starter kit plus all the perks with the e-start, and which would really be the smart way to do it. So that is what's going on right now as far as the kit. And the other thing that I will just say, let me unshare the screen. Here we go. Pause share. Okay. Susan, you've gotten much better at, now my screen is little itty bitty, so I have no idea what's going on. But I'm just going to keep talking, and I'm going to close out. Here's what I have. I have a question for you if you're watching this as a guest. And these are the questions that I'm going to let you think about. You might want to jot them down, and then answer back to your consultant these questions. And she's going to have some kind of perk or prize for you for doing that. First of all, what out of this video impressed you the most, besides beautiful Susan showing her beautiful eyes? That was fabulous.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Why would you be good at this business? I want you to think, what would you bring to the table? Why do you think you'd make a good Mary Kay consultant? And then after hearing all of this great information, what would you say to starting your own Mary Kay business? On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your interest level? And let her know that. And I am going to sign off because I am 5 minutes over, and I don't like to go over, and I have no idea how to. Susan, you're going to have to end the video. I don't know.
You just have to hit stop share screen, but that's okay. I'll end it.
Oh, that's it. That's still down at the bottom. Yay!
I taught you something techie.
You can learn anything, and we're here to teach you, right, Susan? So anyway, thanks for being on with us this Saturday morning. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Happy graduation party to Jade Finlay, and love you guys. Thanks for being on.
Bye.
Bye-bye.